Uh, Dennis, do you have that character photo so I can change your token?
Yes, sir. Oh, isn't it in the? It's in Roll20. You see it?
Oh yeah, that just works. That works right there. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah.
I just have to give you like permissions to see on it and stuff like that.
I added my token into my character sheet. Does that work?
Yeah, it should work.
There, I'm gonna put the image for Theta. Excuse me.
So the way that I have my screen right now, the only thing that I saw when it popped up was the animal, and I went, "Oh, okay, all right." I had to scroll up. I was like, "Oh, there is a
even more drastic than we were told.
like,
You're actually
wow.
a tiger now.
Actually, a saber-toothed tiger. Oh, okay.
Oh gosh, that's right. I'm on initiative 420. I'm just chilling back here, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. With 420, you might not be chilling. You might be involved with some nefarious things in the back.
Well, he is getting stoned.
Yeah, that's true.
He did it. That's all my fault.
All right.
I threw the picture up there, Theta, so you can, do your thing.
So I can make a token out of it myself? Cool.
Oh, hey, Eli.
Oh, I can send you the token too.
Can I bump up my boating since I'm sailing certified now? It works like that, right?
Nice.
If I get sailing certified in real life, my fantasy character's skills go up, right?
That's how it works.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
Yep, if you want to increase your weapons, you just have to attack people.
Exactly. See? There's a parallel.
Today's session we ran from jail, where one of our party members has increased their weapon stats.
I specialize in crafting. Here's a shiv.
There you go.
All right, welcome everyone to this week's session of Hackmaster. Welcome back, everyone. It's good to see everyone. Last time we left off, you all had delved into this village's problem. You had found this, or you had been instructed to check out this strange hill, and you guys had found at the very top where a tree had fallen over some sort of structure underneath the ground. So you guys had descended down into it and found some sort of strange burial chamber, or at least that's what it appeared. You had started investigating it. There had been a run-in with some beetles, and then you had done a little bit more sneaking, and I think Whirlin had stumbled across whatever this creature is. I think it was some sort of large humanoid sturge, I believe was
that's
you had
exactly
identified it as. Yep.
The lawn is like in the thought bubble on the side going, it's like surges of unusual sizes are not known to exist.
Yep. You had been threshold pained, or you were not threshold pained, but the creature's strange fear had taken a hold of you. And so you were frozen in fear, which made you a great target for Chrissy Joe's little sling attack. Yep.
Still alive for now, though.
So I believe that's just what happened. So we're now on second 11, and on second 12, I believe, Karamikos, you were carrying or you were dragging Whirlin back, I believe.
Shit. How far
would you
was
like
it? 1 foot? 2 foot?
I think it was 2.5 feet.
There we go.
Wow, look at us zooming.
Just zooming across the map. Second 13, it's going to be you and the creature again as well.
I'm not on the turn order, by the way, because we switched.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no. What was your initiative?
I don't know.
I don't think he could ever see it.
That's true. Today, are your issues fixed? Can you see the map today?
Yes. This is sponsored by Google Chrome, the browser you need.
Hold on, I'm looking it up. Sesso's was 21.
Sesso's was 21?
Yeah, I have instant recall, so I can bring back any video.
Nice.
That's perfect.
Do I need to change since my character picture changed? I didn't change that in this. Do you
No,
need me to,
if your
or just
character
leave it like this
picture,
right now?
I can drag that out right now.
I just don't want it to mess anything up.
Yeah. It won't mess anything up. Just remember 17. That's your initiative.
That's your character's age.
That's it. No, I think your character is in their 30s, right? Otherwise, that'd be quite the coincidence.
Something like that.
All right, how does that
Right.
size look for you?
Yeah, that's fine to me.
All right, that represents Finn. Show nameplate, name, your hit points.
Had to go and change stuff. So.
Had to go change things up on me.
I can't have just an easygoing, do everything perfectly the first time session. You know this so far.
Yeah.
Come on.
All right, you should be in on the tracker on your new initiative. And can you still see?
I can still see everything I could see before.
Perfect. So, up on second 13, we have this creature, and it's going to attack. What was it, Eric? Now?
Yeah, sure.
My brother keeps changing his name.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, sure. It's your character's name.
So in the middle of this fight, he just turns and goes, "You know what? I feel more like an Eric."
I do.
He has an identity crisis.
As I started to write my backstory, which isn't finished yet, but it's in the process of being finished. He seemed more like an Eric than a Sesso. So
Nice.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Plus, I bought all the blood clans of Yorick, so that got me really thinking about it.
Okay. Did you? I don't remember who you chose for your actor, but did that change up with your character change?
Yeah, I think more of that Alexander Skarsgård. I think he was like in Legend of Tarzan, and I think he did True Blood. Is that?
All right. Yeah. Well, he's getting attacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the last time it attacked with a claw, this time it's also going to attack with another claw. So try and defend yourself. Are you going to do anything defensive for this attack? Are you going to? I remember at some points you were doing parrying or giving ground when you could. I don't know if you're still doing that.
I think I'm gonna. Well, full on parry is like +5, right?
+5, but then it resets your weapon count.
Oh yeah, that's right. And then give ground was +4, but I have a -1.
Yep,
attack,
and you have to physically move back, which could, expose more of your compatriots to this creature's attacks.
Well, what do I care about that?
It's a good question.
I'm going to. When it resets my weapon speed. Is it full weapon speed or?
Yeah, it would be your full weapon speed.
All right, I'll just give ground.
All right, so move yourself 5 feet backwards.
Which would be. There. Okay.
All right, then you're good to go.
And you still attack, or?
Yes, I will still attack. So here we go. A 23. So you have a +5 to beat that 23.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen. But...
So that even with your +5, that'll put you at a 13, which is not enough to get past this guy. Can you still see Theta when I switched out your token?
Yep.
All right. So when this creature reaches out to claw you, you take a total of 6 points of damage, and I need you to make a Wisdom save versus a 12. And so you can do the wisdom save just by clicking on your on the word wisdom on your character sheet.
So I need to score under 12.
You need to score over a 12. So you'll roll a d20, you'll add your wisdom, and you'll try to roll over my 12. And defender will win. So if you tie a 12, then that's good enough as well. Oh, 23, you're totally fine. You've seen this sort of strange otherworldly fear, and you've conquered it in your heart.
Yes. Beast.
But you do take 6 points of damage.
You also need to re-add me to the initiative.
And on second 14, the creature will follow you.
You need to re-add me to the initiative.
Yes. What was your
14.
You were on second 14, correct?
Yeah.
Right now.
Second 14. What would you like to do?
Pulling my dinner back.
Oh my gosh.
Pull your dinner back.
Oh, there's some
All
dark
right.
insight.
The joke I
Second
made 2 weeks
15.
ago, you might not remember.
No, I've been boating since then. I was on a boat. I don't know what happened.
You know what they say about boating. Just all memory goes away.
It's true.
How was T-Pang?
Yeah.
A boat. Sorry.
Is that what they taught you in sailing
Yes.
class? It's like
Yes,
the dance moves to that
absolutely.
song?
Yep. Pretty much. I have my flippy floppies.
And your swim trunks.
Mm-hmm.
So it's second 15, and Theta, you're up again. Karamikos.
You're not dying today, moron.
I'll have to debate you on that. Actually, no,
Oh,
I'm
I'm
terrified
sorry.
in fear.
I forgot
Just
for a
another way
second.
to stay out of the fight.
You're not dying
Yeah.
today, moron.
Gee, this seems like more of the same game. Wait, but we're playing a different one.
I don't remember if I was holding anything, if I was delaying a sling attack or not. I would hope that I learned my lesson at this point.
Well, you had mentioned wanting to transition to the daggers. I
that's
remember you
right.
expressing that, but I think
right.
17 was your next sling attack.
I think you're right.
Also,
Yeah.
Dennis, I have a move. I'm just not doing it while you're still good.
Right.
Well,
He wants
no.
to see
it's cool.
1v1 the
It's
skeleton.
totally cool.
Well, no, it's my move will severely disadvantage you, so it behooves me not to do it while you're still good.
Oh, you don't have to explain yourself. It's cool, you know. I'm good with it. You know.
So
I would think my brother would give me a little more slack.
I was saying it out of character. It wasn't like in character.
I know, I'm just explaining to you while I'm so on you.
Right. Right. That's fine. I'm scared. It looks like The Grudge, you know, like your character.
This was his plan all along. He's like, don't worry about
Terrified
that
people
guy
You
in
just
the
hear him
back.
whispering every now and then, 7 days.
That's what he's like.
I think you watched a different movie, Dennis.
Yeah.
he's just whispering sweet
That doesn't look like
nothings
The
into your
Grudge at
ears.
all.
He's pulling you.
All right.
All right, so second 16, the creature slashed you once. He slashed you again. You've been giving ground. Your back is starting to come up against this loose rocks of the semi-collapsed passageway, and the creature is lunging to bite you now.
Okay.
You gonna do any defensive actions against this?
Yeah. I think I will full parry.
You're gonna full parry, so this will reset your weapon speed. So what's your
Yeah.
weapon speed on your whatever your weapon is? Your broadsword.
A broadsword, yeah. It's my weapon speed, I believe, is 12? 11?
11. Okay, so you'll be reset to second 27. And you get a +5 against this creature's attack as it tries to bite you with a 9.
Bring it on, man. And all right, 17.
A 12, yeah, that's naturally good enough, but with your parry bonus, easily enough to parry aside this creature's attack. You are using a shield, and so his attack did hit your shield, but I don't think it will Shield hit. It bites your shield for 4 points of damage, but because it hits your shield, you're not going to have to make that wisdom save. I think you would have been fine anyways there with the way your bonus is, but
yeah. So
it's kind of like
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so it just like bites into your medium or small shield and kind of thrashes around, but has not hit you.
Would have been great with your hand waving of I don't think that's the time it penetrates the 30.
It's not going to do any damage. 40 points of damage.
Right, not yet. But I have a question about before. I keep forgetting to do it. So when I took the 6 points of damage before, it's only 4 points of damage. It's not 6 because my DR is 2 plus 4, right?
It's 2, and then if it hits your shield, it's 4. So in this case, yes, you did have 2 plus 4.
No. So not in this case. In the last case. So
yeah, before he would have taken 4 points of damage and not 6 points of damage.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, because I always seem to forget to put that in. So, yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, remember your DR. Remember your DR.
Remember, I got to work on that. Okay.
All right. I'll try to remind you next time I attack you. Just all you have to do is roll a bad defense roll, and then that way we can, practice this remembering damage reduction.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for you.
On how to roll really bad, okay? I'll help you out with that. I'm
Yeah.
pretty good at rolling crappy.
Well, it doesn't help that Eli rolls really well. So.
Well, it helps when you code in all these back end things,
Right.
All the, if player roll is above 10, always roll a 20, things like that.
Yeah.
So, Karamikos, you're up on second 17. He's still dragging him, whirling away.
Yep.
And Finn, you've got your sling ready. They're getting pretty close to you, though.
Yeah, this is a terrible idea.
I guess also if it's like a fear effect, I am probably out of line of sight at this point, I think.
It is a fear effect, but it does work through line of sight.
Okay, got it.
Oh, it's a dolphin. Okay, so I guess I have my sling ready. So can I back up a little bit before I let the sling go?
You need at least 5 feet of space, but yeah, you could have taken a step back on like the last second.
Okay, so there, I think. Does that seem right?
Yeah, that seems right. You've got enough space.
How am I? That doesn't seem right to me. I don't know.
What are you measuring?
Anyway, I don't know. Is that from my token to?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I'm gonna just say it is. Okay, and then attack with my sling.
All right, an attack roll of 9. So this is just a flat D20 against you. It has no modifiers. A 13.
What am I looking at? Remind me.
You missed.
Of course. So, my bad. So then this was the what? 100 or?
So we're gonna say even is up and odd is down.
Right. That's right. It's the even and odd. Sorry, getting my brain back into it.
So even is computer screen up, and so odd, so it misses down.
Odd,
nice.
Yeah.
Well done.
Okay.
And then
you're saying nice for it. You're down.
No shit.
Yeah.
So and then I need you to roll a D12 penetrating to see how far it misses.
Okay.
You're still in the line of fire, Dennis.
I know.
D12.
As if you go for 100% friendly fire rate.
It's okay. Who all? Yeah, I was gonna say, have I hit everybody yet? All right. So 9. Is that right?
9 feet is correct, and so you missed down 9 feet. So that is straight through Eric. So Eric, I need you to roll a D20, and I just need you to roll over a 9.
Come on.
Or equal to a 9. That's fine as well.
I do think it's funny that the last archer that I played, I missed a lot of shots, but all of my misses hit other enemies. You missing, and you're threatening everybody.
My bad.
It's just your release point. You're either you're releasing too late or too early. Something's going wrong, and
I've
you
got a
almost.
bad angle.
Yeah, I mean, when you somehow hit someone behind you, that's kind of a bad angle.
It's like you're
Pretty
trying to
impressive.
whirl up a sling in like a narrow, cavernous area or something in the dark.
Very
Okay.
true.
I'll figure it out.
All right, so you release that sling stone. It nearly hits everyone, but misses everyone,
Hey,
and
watch
it
it.
clatters against the wall.
Sorry, I'm gonna put this away now.
I need you to hit done, and then on second 18, what are you going to do?
I am going to. I think that I'm gonna get my. I'm gonna switch out. Well, yeah, I think I'm gonna just switch out to my dagger.
All right, so it
That's,
takes.
and that's melee, right?
That is melee.
Okay.
It does take 0 seconds for you to do that because the dagger is a small weapon.
Okay.
So, are you able to move close enough to attack this second?
Let's see. I can do. How far can I move?
At a walk, it's 2.5, and at a jog, it's 5 feet.
2.5 then to 5 feet. Does that put me in? Does that put me in range or no?
So you're able to move all the way up. Like your yellow bubble is
There.
exactly 5 feet, and you have to make sure to be touching with your token in order to actually stab them.
Oh, that's right. I've got to be. Yeah, I've got to be on top of them. So that's 5 feet right there. So I guess I can't.
Not this second. So you jog forward to try to reach this creature, but you're unable to reach it this second. So you'll have to wait till the next second to attack.
Gotcha.
All right, so make sure to hit done.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to fix my audio crap.
No worries.
Not to be a min-maxing power gamer, but I just have a couple quick questions.
Yeah.
So, when you first draw your weapon, you can attack with it without waiting, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and does dropping a weapon take time? Or is that just a negligible action?
It's a negligible action.
So if you had, say, I don't know, 50 daggers on you, and there are a zero time draw, you could attack every second, basically.
So it's not initially when you first draw your weapon. It's initially when you move into combat. So if you moved into combat and then attacked, then you'd have to wait your weapon speed, even if you drew another weapon. It's just when you initially move in.
How long does you can just tactically retreat as an action, or?
Yes, you can. You can tactically retreat.
Is that
is
that an action though, or is that just part what your movement is?
It is. It's an action as well. So
okay,
but you can do it every second.
But
so
you
have
could
to withdraw.
you could just move away though and just take an attack.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to get attacked every time, you could attack every turn. Every second.
Yeah, you just have to move. You'd have to move out of your engagement range, so outside that yellow bubble, and then you'd have to take 1 second to reorient yourself. And then when you moved in, you'd have the penalty from having from doing fighting withdrawals.
Oh, okay. So if you could somehow negate that penalty and confident enough that you would not get hit every time, you could attack every second.
Wow. You could try to put. Well, it would end up being like every 3 or 4 seconds.
Well, I mean, if you're pulling out a dagger and then moving forwards to attack, and then stepping back, dropping a dagger, and then pulling a dagger, stepping forwards to attack, you'd have a pile of daggers in front of you, but every second you would be attacking.
Yeah, in terms of speed efficiency, maybe, but like I guess the main thing is that you want to reduce how often they attack. So if they're a bigger guy with a bigger weapon, you just go, okay, I'm just going to strike you 3 times before you do which ones.
Sure, but I mean, also at the same time, you're speeding up the combat, I feel like, because they're doing all of their shit immediately, and you're doing all your shit immediately. Anyway, sorry, I just had the realization, so I just had to put that out there in my thoughts.
It's a good thought. It's a good thought to think. It's a good one to work out.
Perhaps they could do opposing counter rolls where they simulate continually.
I mean, it is a very much an Iron Claw sort of thing, or a Cardinal sort of thing.
Yeah.
It just occurred to me, it's like, wait a second, that really gets through the entire action economy. And if you're pretty good at dodging or whatever, you could really get through this. This might be the thing. This might be the thing!
We got your next thing online then.
You've got your next thing.
Well, you guys are doing a really good job of dodging there.
Well, especially when they're far away from the fight.
Well, I just mean, like, the last character I had, the Pixie, had a +7, +8, +9 to dodge. To defense, rather. So, I mean, it's not an inconceivable thought.
Right.
That's true.
Right.
So, second 19, Karamikos, are you going to still continue to drag Warlin away?
Laura needs to get out of here.
All right, Finn, you got your dagger out.
I got my dagger out. See if I can't move her right up. I think I can get close enough on this one.
I mean, just remember...
You should be able to this move.
Y'all are one failed wisdom save at being for Whirlin is, so... Just remember, you're not that out of the woods.
That's true.
That's true. Okay.
Scoot yourself
There.
over just a little bit so you're not on top of Eric, and you're good.
Get out of my way. Okay. And then dagger. Attack. Press the button.
Yep, press the button to attack. A 21, so that's a natural 19. So if this hits, it'll give you a +1 to damage.
Okay.
And its defense is a 9. You've successfully stabbed this guy. Let's see some damage.
Hey, finally.
9 points of damage, and so that's an additional +1 for your near perfect attack. So 10 points of damage.
Hooray.
So this creature kind of like it looks as you stumble up and might give like a lazy swipe to try to keep you away from it, and you dart under it and you slash it in the thigh, and its flesh peels open and you can smell the smell of grave rot.
Lovely.
So then delay your weapon speed of your dagger, which is 7 seconds.
Got you. Delay 7.
All right. And on second 19, this creature is up as well. And since you stabbed it, it'll take a swipe back at you with its claw.
Mhm.
So it gets a 13.
Okay.
So I need a defense roll from you.
And is that the one that's next to? Oh yeah, it's under the combat profile, correct?
Yep, it's on the combat profiles. There's attack, damage, and then defense is the third one.
Perfect.
Just say, make sure the die is on the right thing.
Yep. And I believe the die is on the right one because you have just one weapon out and you're not dual wielding or anything.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it says D20 -4 defense
Yep.
dice. Okay.
Why is your
I do not know.
speed 8? Do you have a speed penalty somewhere?
Your guess is as good as mine. I haven't messed with the sheet unless I messed it up the last time I messed with the sheet.
You had medium encumbrance on.
Oh.
Are you medium encumbered?
I don't think so.
All right. So
Is that because you're overweight? Is that what it is?
Hey now.
You're an
it
all-star?
looks like you are
Lucky.
mediumly encumbered with all the equipment that you're carrying.
Oh, gotcha.
I think because your sling bullets weigh 17.5 pounds, it looks like.
Wow.
That's crazy.
She's firing baby-sized sling bullets.
I just let
Yeah, you're just carrying just a huge bag of rocks.
Maybe that's why they're so hard to aim.
Maybe that's it. It's half my. I would say
Give
half
me
my weight, but it's not.
Give me the biggest sling bullets you got.
Holy crap!
You're just dragging around just dragging behind you just a huge pile of rocks, scraping everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
So one thing you can do is if you ever do get into melee, like situations like this, if all your stuff that's heavy is like your sling bullets,
Yeah.
you could take a few seconds and drop that pouch and then no longer be medium encumbered.
He says,
So.
pre-plotting all the thieves that follow behind us.
Yes.
Sure, leave your stuff. No, it'll be fine. I'll keep an eye on it.
Exactly. I'd never touch it. I would never. But these thieves.
Don't worry, Gaventry will keep an eye on it.
All right, second 20, Karamikos.
I'm gonna get you home by the time this fight's over.
All right, second 20, Karamikos again. And second 22, Karamikos again.
The real
how
awkward
far
bit.
do you plan on taking him back?
I have no idea. Also, the real awkward bit was when we get to the deep water, and he's just gonna drown as I drag him through.
I thought it was like ankle deep.
Look, you're on your back, man. What do you want?
And
You can drown.
Standing.
You can drown in ankle deep water. If you're still
I thought you
standing,
were gonna
how am
try
I
to kill him.
dragging?
I thought you were trying to take him out. You're like, look, Griffin, you're not going to third level this game.
Well, he hasn't made a backstory yet, so second level, you mean?
He's just stabbing him while he's down. One thing to bear in mind, I believe Karamikos is the light for you guys, or Whirlin
No,
was,
I'm not.
but it looks like
Why would I be the
someone's
light?
carrying a light.
Why would I be the light?
I don't know, but it looks like...
Hey, look, man,
oh,
you're the least able to see. You should probably carry the light so we know where to go.
Maybe it is Whirlin that's got the light on him. Nope.
I dropped a torch somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh, right, you dropped a torch way back here. That's what it is.
No,
So,
not to worry. Galantry will carry the torch.
this creature once more will try to swipe at... it will swipe at Eric.
Okay.
With another claw. With a 6 and a fumble. Oh, no. You just have to beat a 6 with your defense roll, and this creature will fumble.
Yeah. I'm gonna full parry. And so the question I have is, can I move when I'm parrying, or I just parry? I don't move.
You don't move when you're parrying.
All right. There you go.
All right, so a 9 and plus your parry bonus of 5 puts you at a 14, and so you have parried. It will reset your weapon speed, so you will be going on second 33 instead of 27, but you have blocked this creature's attack. But it also fumbled because it rolled a natural 1, so we have to see the result of its fumble. So it missed by, it'll be 8, and you will get a free attack. It can't really hurl its arms away from it, so it doesn't have any fumble result from that, but you will get a free attack on second 23.
Nice.
And we are on second 23, so let's take your free attack.
Now, with my free attack, can I charge it, or is it just I just get the free attack?
You just get a free attack.
Right.
You don't get to charge it.
Yeah. All right. Here's my attack.
A 5 is not quite it rolled a 6.
I had a -1 too. Yeah.
Oh, you did have a -1 for giving ground. So that's right. So you did get a 4, and barely defended.
Just want to remind that I did petty curse this guy.
Yes, the petty curse is I added it to its stats.
Okay, I didn't remember because the petty curse was -1 to this sort of scenario, which would have been a tie. So I didn't know if it was already on there or we just had to remember.
I did add it to its character sheet so that we wouldn't have this issue of, wait, are we adding it at the very end? So,
come on, broadsword, do your broadsword thing.
Yeah, it's also the fact that we're in a. What's the environmental thing again?
It's the fumes, the bad air down here.
No, I meant the modifier -1 to attack and
-1.
defense.
Yep. Okay. -1 to attack and defense due to the.
See, it's very important that I know from way back here.
Yeah, right.
or from way back farther, as it's your turn. You're able to move even farther.
On my screen, I can't even see you. Google Chrome, the only window.
What do you mean? You can zoom in and out.
I know. I'm just fooling around.
Well, I mean, I'm on.
Wait. The only reason you can't see him is because you're just zoomed in too much.
He's so far back, I can't see him anymore. But I can feel him. I know my brother's there somewhere.
Second 24.
I mean, let's look at it this way. You are literally occupying the entire front line. Even if I was there, I can't reach anything.
It's been like a whole 20
emotional
seconds.
support.
You haven't had a chance to think about it.
Yeah.
Emotional support.
I'm gonna drag you back to this table so I can sacrifice you.
That's what I was wondering if that was. That's what I thought was going to happen.
Wouldn't that be the worst reveal, huh? Hey Griff, now that I got you at the table, are you happy with this character?
Actually, now that you mention it,
I remove his eyes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, would you be happier with a character that had the blind quirk and flaw?
I think you would.
That's okay. I
you
don't
can
hit
keep
things
moving.
anyway.
Where are you intending to take him? Because we can just delay you that many seconds for your move.
Yeah,
that way we don't have
I think he just enjoys every time inching him back and back and back.
So that would be. So just math suddenly stopped working. 2.5 divided by 10.
So how long is that?
It's what, 7 seconds?
All right, 7 seconds. So you are on second 33 when you reach there. On second 25,
I hit it the same time that you did. I'm sorry, it's not your turn.
It does look like. Are you guys bathed in darkness down there now?
Not yet.
I am. Yeah, I'm right on the edge of darkness.
Right on the edge of darkness. I like that. Right in time, right in a good spot to be bitten by this creature.
I mean, I can see everything. I lied.
Oh, well, I guess I can't attack you then. Yep. You make a good point.
Ta-da.
How does a 25 sound for biting you?
Can you do it again, please?
Well, I guess I did lie. It's not a 25 because when you roll a natural 20, that does penetrate as well. And roll 20 just doesn't account for that. So here is the additional penetration. Oh, that was not a roll.
What's the modifier for being in partial darkness? Is there any?
There is a modifier for being in partial darkness.
Hey, it's a 0. That's good, right?
Yeah, so it is a flat 25 for this creature's defense attack against you. It is a natural 20. So the only way you can beat him is if you also roll a natural 20 and end up getting higher than him.
Cool.
Do it.
Is it the same D20 minus 4?
It is, and that's just based on your current fighting style.
Cool. Well.
That was
the opposite.
That was 100% the opposite of what you needed, because that will make his critical even more powerful.
Son of a bitch.
So
this is not how I wanted to learn this game, guys.
Don't worry, baby.
Yeah, so it is a -8 in total darkness, but you are in partial darkness. The penalties for that are on page 280 of the player's handbook. So in dim light, you suffer a -2 to your defense. So that is currently a -1 defense roll against a 25 with a critical. So first we have to see its damage, and so he went for a bite. So the bite damage will be 10 points of damage.
Okay.
And I need you to make a wisdom save.
Okay. Where do I put damage? Do I put damage somewhere, or does it do it automatically?
It's not going to do it automatically, but under where it says health and defense, right below that it says wounds.
Scrolling.
Do you see that?
I scrolled too far.
It's right below. Gotcha. Yeah, it's right above armor. And so you'll see there's a button that says add.
Yep.
So if you just hit add.
Okay.
And so you have a damage reduction of 3. So this would be a 7-point wound.
Okay, 7-point wound. Okay.
And the days to heal would currently be 7.
Okay.
All right, so that's what the wound currently is. And first, we'll handle your wisdom save. So you're gonna scroll up to your stats, and then click wisdom. And it'll ask you if you want to do a wisdom check or a wisdom save. And you're going to do a wisdom save. That is a 15.
Am I paralyzed too now?
It would be, but you would just have to beat a 16. So do you have any sort of +1 coming from anything? Maybe your character's luck?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't know if there was a +1. If not, like, if there was something else. But then I was about to ask about those luck points.
Yeah, so you do have a +1 once per session from your honor level, so you could use that, or you could, if you can find up, if you can think of some sort of lucky reason, you could roll that, or if you have a lucky reason, you could spend 1 point of luck and give us the reason, and then that could save you as well.
Oh. Okay.
You're also going to have to deal with your threshold of pain too, right?
You will, but first you're going to have to deal with the critical. So there's also the danger of, even if you make this save, you could be still pretty hurt from the critical.
Right. But this would alleviate some of it?
Yeah. The threshold of pain might be like with less than a minute, but the failed save for this wisdom could be in the range of minutes.
Okay.
And you can use multiple luck, right? Or can you just use one and that's it?
Well, all she needs is 1 for this wisdom save.
But I mean in a row, like 1 for this, and then 1 for the threshold, and then
like Hidden used to
1
do.
for the critical.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
So.
How many luck points do you have, by the way?
21. I haven't used any luck points. So I have 21.
I just never know what the total is. I never played a thief or a rogue or whatever they're called.
Hey, neither have I. Huh.
Yeah, it's 20 plus your level. So that's your total that you have at the beginning of every level.
So now we know what level she is.
That's not hard to figure out.
I don't know. You could have written a backstory. How would I know?
That's true. I have not. I was on a boat. So.
We don't have paper on boats. It's a boat rule.
It's true.
It is. It's the first rule of boating.
The first rule of boating.
There's no making paper boats.
And then it's don't have collisions. So.
How big was the boat?
It was a 22-foot.
It was boat-sized.
Cool.
22-foot.
Sorry.
It was great. We'll talk later. Okay. I'm trying to think if there's something on my person, the type of stuff that I'm wearing, if it would hinder the bite a bit.
It's the color green.
The save is some sort of like this creature has a fear effect, right? It's emanating fear, and it's causing you to freeze up and like panic and like lock up, and that's what happened to Whirlin. So you're starting to feel this sort of like it's bit you, and you're just like panicking and locking up, and you feel yourself starting to freeze. Like what's something that you have on you, or you might see, or something environmental that would give you a +1 for using luck. That would kind of like make you fearless, essentially.
Make me fearless. I would say the dude that's twice my size, tall length, not width, next to me, knowing that he's right there fighting with me, would give me a little bit of boost. To be
all
like,
right, so you're getting bitten by this creature, and it like the darkness is falling around you as the torch is moving farther away with Whirlin, and like you look over and you see Eric, and he's just so inspiring, and so you spend 1 luck point and you make this save.
Must be because you can barely see him in the darkness. That's where the
We're right there on
inspiring
the edge.
comes
We're on
from.
the edge together. There's kind of like this weird glow around him. It's this interesting aura that happens from the dimming torchlight that makes him.
Same thing happens when you drink too much beer.
It's one or the other. I haven't figured out which one yet.
It's the cheese. It's starting to hit her. It's the
That was some good cheese.
the cheese was like an edible of some kind. That's why it's happening an hour or so later, and you're just now it's hitting you.
Careful, when you eat too much of that cheese, when you go to sleep at night, you're going to be visited by 3 ghosts. That's a deep cut Charles Dickens reference.
Wow. Yeah, it was cheese.
So,
And
would
the
you like
ghost
to
of cheese
spend?
passed.
Would you like to spend any luck on the damage it did to you, or are you ready for the critical result?
Oh. I think that I'll just do the critical result.
All right. Its attack roll was a 25. Your defense roll ended up being -1. The damage it did was 10, but you have DR of 3, and it is. Would you consider a bite to be hacking or piercing? Do you think it's more of it's a piercing? Okay, that's what
Yeah,
I
the sharp teeth pierce.
Yeah.
You'd be really having to open your mouth to hack somebody with your teeth.
So it bites you in the inner forearm. Let's see, even or odd. You're picking if it happens. So if it's the same, then it'll happen on your primary side. Which one do you want to be, like your good hand or your bad hand? Like
odd.
right or so
right or left or odd or even.
Essentially, yeah. Like which one do you want to be, odd or even? Or not odd or even. Like, do you want even or odd to be your right or left hand? If that makes sense.
All right. Cool. We're gonna say even is my left hand and odd is my right hand.
All right. Odd is. I got odd. So odd is your right hand, and are you right-handed?
Yes, I am.
All right. So this is your primary side. So you take 3 extra damage dice, and you're gonna have a -3 to attack and a +1 to speed, and a permanent -1 attack. So this is going to be stacking up the penalty. So it's going to do an additional 3d6.
Happening right now.
This is what we were talking about. You just get killed out of nowhere. The dice.
It just keeps going.
Well, like I said, there was like 4 different things that happened in this roll.
Yeah.
You're not even done yet. You still have your threshold of pain.
Lord
Focusing on that cheese aura.
Well, it was good knowing you, Chrissy. I hope you come back.
Seriously.
Get your next character ready.
You take 18 more points of damage from this bite.
Okay. That's not good.
I've still been here.
Well, yeah, literally all the small characters in this campaign have been murdered horribly. Well, except for one who's wandering the woods still. Who knows where that guy's at? Him and his cart full of shit he's trying to sell.
I liked him.
So I've added in the notes under your wound. So the -3 attack, +1 speed, -1 strength. I'm taking 1 point off your strength now, and then under the miscellaneous for your dagger, I'm adding the penalties for everything else.
Okay.
So, and you will have a permanent one of these. Attack is going to be a permanent -1 attack. So when this all is healed, it'll be just a net -1 that you'll always have. And so under your quirks and flaws, I've added grievous forearm injury.
Grievous.
For a -1 attack.
And that's my right forearm. I don't know if I need to.
Sure, we'll put that in as well.
Is that little 3 little red dots on your character image for right around a bite mark on your arm? As he points to his left arm, discussing the right arm.
How many hit points do you have?
No,
That's a good question.
28.
Okay, I'm at negative. It says current hit points, -5.
Yes. So you
Don't
would
be so excited about that. That was zero. Yes.
Well, it is his job to kill us, apparently. He's pretty good at it.
It is my job, and your constitution is 9, And so half your constitution is 4. So you would die at -5 hit points. This attack would kill you unless you want to spend some luck. And did something happen in this bite that reduced the amount of damage you took?
Cheese.
That pack of cigarettes you keep rolled up in your arm.
The monster is lactose intolerant, and I have cheese running through my veins.
So how much luck would you like to spend to as it's biting it takes a chunk out of your forearm, and it's going to take more. But yeah, it starts erupting in a little bit of a rash as it takes away solid cheese from your forearm.
This isn't succulent halfling flesh, it's cheese. Get this normal food out of here.
Okay, so where am I at? So I'm at -5, and where do I need to be to stabilize myself and be able to at least get myself up so I can go somewhere other than in his biting range?
If you're looking to spend the minimum to not just die off this attack, you have to just spend 1. But then if you fail one of your death saves, you'll just bleed out and die after one failed attempt. You could spend less than that, and then or more than 1, and then still risk some death saves. If you spend 5 luck, you'll stay at 0 hit points and you'll just collapse to the ground.
Okay.
If you spend more than 5, then you'll be at positive hit points, but then you'll have to roll a threshold of pain, and you might be out of combat anyways.
What's your threshold of pain number?
My threshold of pain is 6.
Yeah.
So
threshold of pain 6. Threshold of pain save is 4.
How long does it take to get somebody up from 0?
You just have to do, as long as 1 first aid check works, then you'd pop up to 1.
So mathematically, there's 2 math experts in here, so I'm just throwing out the word mathematically. Mathematically, maybe you want to just spend 5, go to 0, fall down, and then we can just get you up. Yeah, because the thing is you're gonna.
I don't want to chance the spend it, get up, and then go back down. That just
right, because you have a threshold of pain
it really
roll.
Seems like that's the way it's working for me right now.
Well, the threshold of pain roll will mean that you'll be in the same camp as Whirlin, and that you'll just be down and out for a good long time. So if you could just save 1 luck point to use when you need later, and not just get up.
That's what I recommend, is honestly spending just 5 so that you're at 0. You don't have to worry about rolling death saves. You also don't have to worry about being up and then still a target for this creature as well.
Okay, so I agree all around. So I'll spend 5. What are you meaning?
No, I was just pointing something else out. I didn't know you were still doing math. The thing is that your wounds, though, are gonna take so long to heal.
Yeah.
Because that every days to heal is not for your wound total; it's for 1 point on that wound. So you have
your total.
Go ahead.
Your total now jumps up to 25.
So 25 days. 25 days to get your 25-point wound down to 24. And then it's 24 days to get your 24-point wound down to 23.
Out for the next year.
Wow.
He's trying to convince you to just die.
I see this.
Well, I mean, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's horrible.
I can see how that is. Is there any way to quicken that healing at all, or is that it's just
every day you can do things to get 1 more point off of that?
You can find a cleric. You can also find any sort of honey brew or
honey brew never.
Yeah, there
honey
are
brew never
some
works.
Sort of healing pulse.
Don't put your eggs in that basket.
Yeah, honey brew does heal. It's 1d4 minus 2. So there's a 50% chance of healing nothing, or you heal 1 hit point or 2 hit points.
What's the effect of curing these wounds?
Less hit points.
Gotcha.
So when you have a 25 point, how many hit points do you have total normally?
20.
Okay, wait, what?
So when
20?
Well, when you spend your 5 points of luck, and the wound will drop down to a 20-point wound. Right?
Okay.
Right,
so you should be at 0 hit points.
The idea being then that if you had a 19 or you had a 20-point wound going forwards, you would have 0 hit points for 20 days. But I guess if you go back to 1, it would be a 19-point wound. Anyway, you would have a 19-point wound for 19 days, which means you would be walking around with 1 hit point for 19 days. And then 18 days, you'd be walking around with 2 hit points.
So you'd have to be in the back of the group the whole time.
Or surrounded. Oh man, surrounding the woman throwing stones at everybody.
Yeah.
Gonna get hit in the back of the head a lot.
I kind of deserve this.
No.
No.
I hit everybody in the party. All right, guys, I'm out.
No one deserves such a bad.
You did.
This is like the.
You did call
you
me a dolphin.
1
against
you rolled a 1 against a 25. Yeah, that's like that's the worst luck you could have.
Like, hey.
We just have bad luck because Eli said he took like a few groups through this and they handled it no problem. So we just either suck or we just got some.
We
bad
do
luck.
suck. We do suck. We die in caves all the fucking time.
We here have not had a successful Hackmaster mission in our lives.
I don't know why you guys can't get through this. I've taken 17 groups through. Everybody was fine.
17.
No one's gone through this yet.
That's funny.
Look, all I'm saying is that you have character art. Save yourself.
Well, I know I was thinking right now, even if I end up going down later because I just have a couple hit points. Right now, I think that I want to go ahead and just get myself to 0 and then try my best to survive as long as I can.
All right, so you've spent 5 luck points on this, which means you're at 15 luck total now, right?
And it would have been.
No, you said you had 21.
You could have used luck.
You used 1
if
on
your dice roll was better. You could have used dice. You could have used your luck too if it was anything except for a 1 and a 20. Because a 1 means you automatically get hit, and with a 20 it means he's always going to hit you. Yep. So it's like, especially for someone with luck, this is like being automatically hit is the worst thing possible.
Yeah, par for the course. I mean, I get it.
So Finn goes down.
For the ICU group, I love that, Griff. That's
ICU group.
So you stare at Eric with these googly eyes. This is my savior. He's gonna save me. Oh no!
Oh, cheese or okay, bye.
Go to big cheese in the sky.
Hello,
this creature rips into your forearm and Kraft cheese sprays across the wall as you collapse to the ground. So you do, since you are at 0, you can make a wisdom check to see if you stay conscious. So like, are you on the ground, like able to crawl away or communicate weakly, or has this wound been so much that you just passed out into unconsciousness? And this is this is anytime you drop down to 0 hit points, you have to make this check to see if you're able to do anything.
Okay. So wisdom.
Yep. Click wisdom and then do wisdom check.
Check.
Okay. And so you rolled a 12. Your wisdom is a 12, so you are still conscious, and so you are able to crawl away, but you aren't able to take any actions other than like speak at a whisper.
Okay, so I can crawl away, and as far as monster lactose intolerant dude knows, like I'm not a target for him anymore.
Not really. You're laying, like you're crawling on the ground in in a lot of agony. So
there's just a slide of Velveeta behind me as I pull myself on the cavern floor.
So we've got 2 ways of doing it. If you want to continue, if you want to move every second, we can either have your initiative up every second, or you can just every time I click by, you can move your crawl speed. So it's up to you.
I'm fine with just moving my crawl speed, I guess. Whichever one is is easier and like move stuff along a little faster.
All right. So I'll just bump you down to the bottom of the initiative, and whenever a second ticks by, you can move. So speaking of seconds tick by, we're going to have 4 of them tick by before it's the creature's turn next.
Okay. And how much is
so you can move
speed?
Your crawl is usually 1 1/4. because you're a halfling. So this would end up being 2 1/4, 5. So you can move 5 feet in this 4 seconds.
Okay.
So you crawl away. So this creature has dropped Finn, and you see chunks of fresh meat hanging from its mouth, and blood's dripping down its face as it turns towards you, Eric. It's going to try to claw you. What are you going to do? You attack in 4 seconds.
Didn't it just go?